All right, hello and welcome to a session of FitEssentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. We'll be doing some either lunges or some step ups. If you have a box you want to step up on, you can use that in the first part. We'll also be having the choice of either a bent over row or if you want to use the long band for a seated row with the band in our first section. Otherwise, let's go ahead and come on up to our feet. All right, it's time for you to be tired. All right, go ahead and stand with your feet just underneath the hips. Toes pointing straight ahead. And we're gonna do our spinal cord breathing. So you're gonna breathe in, bring your arms around, and you're gonna exhale, tuck it down and in. From here, you're gonna lift and open. Breathe in, lift your chest, pull those shoulders back and down, and then exhale, tuck it back down and in. Chin to the chest, rounding down. Let's go between 3 and 5 cycles here. Open. Exhale, relax, good, close in, chin to chest. One side. All right, a couple more times. I'm gonna take this little animal inside real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I know. All right, finish that next breath. Good, final exhale, take it all the way through. And when you finish that last exhale, just go ahead and bring your arms down, kind of dangle down towards the toes. Take it into a little bit of a toe touch for a moment. Just kind of let everyone catch up here. And as you're reaching down for the toes, just send a couple of breaths into the back of the rib cage. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, allow yourself to hang just a little bit farther, keeping a good hold in your legs. One more time, breathe, exhale. And when you're ready, come on back up to standing. Very nice. Hello. From here, arms out to the side, lift everything up. We're gonna practice a little bit of balance and warm up our ankles. So you're gonna come onto one foot, roll that ankle around. Let's go about 5 to 8 times one direction. Keeping those hips nice and level. Good, shoulders back and down. And if you can keep that foot up, just switch directions when you're ready. Same thing, other way. You need to lift up. We don't want those hips to drop. Fantastic. Go ahead and set it down in between sides. Let's circle those hips around. Nice. 3 to 5 one way. And reverse, 3 to 5 the other. Nice. All right, from here, we'll place the opposite leg down, pull everything up. Got those guide wires coming down from the heavens. And here we go, ankle rolls opposite side. And focus on your upper body as well as you're balancing, pulling the shoulders back, lifting through the chest. Nice, switch directions of the ankle. Oops, keep holding strong. Very good. When you finish those circles, go ahead and set that foot back down, and then we're going to make our way down to the mat. We're going to go into a little bit of a down dog. So soft bend in those knees, reach the hands out. You're going to walk yourself down. Coming into the top of a push-up position, spread those fingers nice and wide, pull the belly in towards the spine, drive those hips high, and let's push back into down dog position. Chin towards the chest, gently pulsing through that mid-back. And then pedal out the heels. Get a nice stretch in the back of the legs. About 3 times each foot, lowering that heel down. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the right leg. You're going to take a really long step, trying to bring that right foot as close to your right hand as you can. And we want to get it so that that shin is vertical. So you kind of scrunch the toes up, walk it forward as you need. And then you're going to keep yourself in this kind of a odd plank position here, runner's hurdler's position, and we're circling through the hips. 3 to 5 circles one direction, and from there reverse direction, circle the other way. Very good. Once you finish those circles on each direction, we're going to step that right foot back, take it back into down dog, pulling the chin towards the chest, really trying to elongate through the back of your body. Pedal out those heels once more, and then we're going to do that step forward on the left leg. Good. All right, one heel down and then the other, and then when you're ready, nice long step. Stepping up, pulling that foot towards the hand, trying to get that heel down, shin vertical. And once you're in position, then you'll start your circles. Very good. 3 to 5 each way. And reverse directions when you're ready. Circle the hips the other way. Fantastic. Once you finish those circles, step that foot back and let's come on to all fours. So bring your knees down to the ground. And we're going to stretch out those forearms a bit. So turning the palms down, turn the fingers so that they're pointing in towards your body. Make sure you're not overarching your spine. So we don't want to be arched here. Pull the belly in and gently lean back. Very good. Lean straight back. You can rock side to side. The hands spread wide. And then when you're ready, you're going to turn the hands in so that the fingers face one another. They interlace. And then we'll go circular patterns from there. About 3 circles in one direction, and then swivel the other way. Beautiful. Good job. And then palms up, back of the hands down, and really hold a lot of the weight in your legs for this one, but just stretching the back sides of those forearms. Leaning straight back. This can be a little bit more intense than the opposite side, so just be cautious with it. Good, and when you're ready, come up into a kneeling position and shake out those hands. Good, roll the wrist around. Super. All right, we're gonna do one more stretch on the ground, then we'll make our way up to our feet. We're gonna do our Spiderman stretch. So let's take your left foot forward. I'm like in the bottom of a lunge here. So I'm on my right knee, left foot forward, shin vertical, and I'm gonna take my left elbow inside of the knee, slide down that shin. You can use a block here, a pillow if it's uncomfortable. Otherwise, I just want you to hover here by the instep, just inviting that outer left hip to open. Lower the head down. We're gonna hold this for about 3 breaths. Nice deep breath in and out. Trying to expand the back of the rib cage gently as you breathe in. Very good. Before we switch sides, go ahead and come up into a kneeling position with that right leg down. Interlace the hand, stretch straight up, lifting through the chest, and then just gently sink into that back hip. So I'm going to rock that hip forward, engaging the glute of that trail leg, and then staying tall. You're going to gently rotate your torso, turn your body towards the left. Feel fire in the glute on the right. Good. Come back to neutral. Do that twice more. Lift the chest, sink into that hip, and gently rotate. You can even kind of grab the wrist of that right arm and gently help guide your body across. Last time, sink back, lift the chest, sink into it, and gently rotate. Fantastic. All right, Zeus has learned the dog door. And then same thing, other side. Step the opposite leg forward. It's called your Zeus, moose. And stretch up nice and tall. Interlace those hands, lift up, push those hips forward, squeeze the glute. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten that instep. We'll do the Spiderman stretch last on this side. And rotate. Sink it back, sink it forward. Good, we're gonna go 3 times there. My shin is not your chew toy. Very good. Once you finish those 3 rotations, elbow on the inside of the knee, slide on down that instep. Hover by that instep, breathing about 3 breaths there. Once you finish those, we're going to come up to standing. Come on. Oh, it's so fun. Come on. So fun. Come on. Look, here comes the bed. Very good. And the best way to probably come up to standing would be to walk that back foot back, and then you can come into down dog once more and inch the feet to the hands, walk the hands to the feet, and come on up. I know I'm so much fun when I'm teaching. All right, everybody, Moose says we'll see you later. I thought I was going to be tired, but I got another surge. Thank you. All right, everybody, go ahead and come on up. Let's grab a drink of water, and then we're going to get started on our first set. So those of you that weren't here at the very beginning, you can use your long band if you want. I'm going to be taking you through some reverse lunge to high knee, similar to what we did if you were here last Thursday. If you have a box to step up on, if you want to step on the box, you can do that. Most of you are using the lunges, so that's what I'm going to demo. I'm going to do 30 seconds on each leg, so a little shorter than we did last week. After we've done each leg, you can either take your band, sit on down, or come into a bent over position. You can also use a dumbbell here in the bent over row. Nice flat back, rowing up and in. Okay. If you do choose to sit down, it's going to have some good exercise, getting down on the ground, getting back up, because then we have 1 minute of blood flow. It's kind of priming the body a little bit more. All right, let me know if there's any questions. Otherwise, we're going to get started here in about 10 seconds. Let's start with your left foot forward, and it's going to be the version where you're going to step the right foot back, drive up to that high knee. All righty, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Good control as we warm this up. Sinking back, driving up, good. So focusing on that front leg, heel down, toes grip. Very nice. It's our first of 3 rounds. On the later rounds, if we want to add some weight to these, we can. Nice. I like to reach those arms out as I sink back, lower them down as I stand. Good, maybe one more. Back, up, and lift. Fantastic. Same thing other side. And let's coordinate the arms this time. So if we're going to step your left foot back to start, you're going to reach your left arm forward. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lower that left knee to the ground as the left arm reaches forward. And then as you step through, you switch. So when the left leg drives up, the right arm reaches up. Good. Back and down, up and forward. Nice. But maybe just a little bit longer step back, Sharon. That front knee shooting forward just a hair. That's great, Kathy. Nice, Jean. That looks better. Good control. Last one. Step it back, control down, and drive tall. Beautiful. All right, grab your band or a dumbbell. Either seated row or bent over. I'm going to demo the bent over here on round 1. You're going to bring your feet just underneath those hips. Soft bend in the knees. Hinging forward at the hips. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulling it straight up and in. Both arms together. Chin in. And if you're seated, just simply sit tall. Shoulders reach forward. Squeezing back and in. Good. Do those in the bent over position. If you need to take a break at any point, just listen to your body, stand it up. Otherwise, this is focusing on nice and strong through the midline. Good, couple more. In and squeeze, reach it forward. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good, set it down. Come on up to the feet. All right, starting our blood flow. We're gonna start with a bit of a paused march. So I know all of you are capable of going faster, but just first 15 seconds here. Move with control. One arm up and then the other. Excellent. Like you're moving through Jello. There you go. And then we'll move it into some step or some jump jacks. Excellent. And change it up every 15 seconds. Nice and smooth. All right, coming back, not a march this time, either a march or a punch across the body. You want to keep that heart rate a little higher. Add a skip, just a little pop. Try to exhale with that punch. Very good. And then last, we're going to side shuffle. Just a couple of side steps across your space. Beautiful. Swing the arms with it. Very nice. Down and back. And 3, 2, 1, and take a pause. Now we'll take 20 seconds, then we'll be back to those lunges. Two more rounds. You can either keep with the arm motions or you can hold a weight. I'm gonna add a little bit of a weight. I'm gonna hold it right underneath the chin. I'm gonna keep your left foot forward to start. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So your right foot steps back, driving it up, good. There you go, very nice. Open the toes of the front foot, activating that arch throughout. Do one more. And take a rest. Good job. Same thing, other side. Reset. And going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Smooth the lower. And then think about propelling yourself through your front foot. So think about driving that front heel down, driving that knee high. Excellent. Good, Sharon, just got a little short on that step, so keep it long. Front shin vertical. That's better. Yep, back. Control that knee. Very nice. Drive it tall. Okay, one more. Control, stand, drive. Beautiful. Bent over or seated row with the band. I'll join you down for the seated row. Righty. You are in the seated position. Make sure you're sitting right up on those sit bones. Palms reach out. 2, 1. Here we go. Both arms together. So similar to that bent over row, I have a similar position. Staying my chest nice and tall. Chin pulled in, stacking the shoulders right over the hips. And I'll add a little rotation of the hand. So as I reach out, palms down, and then turn the palms up as you curl it in. Reach, row. Good. Last one. 2, 1, and rotate. Awesome job. Jump on up to your feet. All right, we're gonna start with the march and punch. No pause. 2, 1. Here we go. Across the body, knees up. Add that hop if you'd like. We're gonna go 20 seconds of each. We'll do 3 movements. Jump jacks are next. 2, 1, and switch. Step or jump. Good. Try to clap those hands together overhead. Nice. Good. We're going to finish with our lateral steps. If you want to go to the crossover, also known as our grapevine. 2, 1. Here we go. Side step or crossovers. Utilizing the arms. Excellent. Whew. Nice and light on the feet. Working that agility. Fantastic. Okay, one more time, down and back. Take it back and take a pause. Good job. Grab a drink. We're gonna go one more time through. Woo. All right, 20 seconds, we back to the lunges. So our last bit of lunges, we do have squats coming up next. All righty. Your left foot's gonna be forward. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So step your right foot back. Drive through. Good. Chest tall, eyes up. Good. So when the right leg goes back, the left arm reaches up. When the right leg swings up, left arm swings up. Good. I think I said that backwards. 1 more. 2, 1. And rest in between sides. Good. I'll show the arms on this side. So it'll be on your right leg back. You're stepping back with the left. Your right leg forward. All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So as the left steps back, the left reaches up. Then you switch. Controlling down and drive tall. Nice. If you're holding a weight, don't worry so much about the arms. Just keep that chest tall. Excellent. High brain as well. Doing great, Sharon. Good job, Jean. Nice and smooth. Excellent. Good. Way to show control at the top. Hips level, chest tall. Excellent. And 3, 2, 1. Transition. All right. Either bent over or seated row. All right. Sit tall or stand tall. Make sure you're on the sit bones. Those of you seated, soft bend those knees. Those of you standing. And when you're ready, Chin in, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Really looking to strengthen that back, hold those shoulders in a good position. I'll breathe in as I reach, exhale as you row those elbows back. Good, yeah, there you go, Jean. Just give a break to the back anytime you need. Almost there. And 2, 1, and take a rest. Coming on up, back to our blood flow. Starting in 10, it's gonna be either running high knees or a march, your choice. Standing tall, 2, 1, and here we go. Either march or jog in place. 3 exercises again this time. The high knees, the jump jacks, and sticking with those grapevines. Getting ready to switch those jumping jacks. 2, 1, switch. Nice. Woo. Keep those eyes up, looking straight ahead. All right, getting ready for our lateral steps. And here we go. You can side shuffle or a grapevine. Woo. Excellent. There's not a whole lot we do in our everyday life that's sideways movement, so it's good practice. Helps prevent injuries. When you do maybe need to step sideways or move sideways suddenly. One more time, down and back. And take a rest. Nice work. Let's grab a drink. All right, as we get ready for the squats, we're going to practice a balance as we stretch those quads. Put you on mute. Okay. All right, so standing nice and tall. Pull everything up. Coming onto one foot. We're going to grab that foot and pull that heel towards the glute. Good. It's nice and level. Shoulder pulled back. Stay tall here if you want to give a soft bend in your support leg. You want to reach it out. 10 more seconds. Good focus, good balance. Drive that thigh a little higher if you can, Jean. That trail leg, there you go, and come on out. Fantastic. In between legs, so pay attention. I was stretching my left foot. See if you were the same or opposite as me. Inner thigh stretch in between sides. So walk those feet out wide. Root down in those legs, reach the arms out. It's like you're going into a single leg squat here. Both feet planted, knees drive wide. Good, come up in between. Keep those eyes up. Now don't let that chest drop, Kathy. Looking straight ahead. There you go. Go once more each way. Knee drives wide, shoulders back and down, looking straight ahead. Fantastic. Good. That's great, Sharon. And second time, second side. Full foot planted. And back to center. Super, walk those feet in. Find the leg you were on. Lifting everything up, same thing, opposite side. Grab that foot, pull the heel back. A soft bend in that support leg. Good. Staying tall if you want to come into the final 10 seconds. That little extra challenge on the balance, reaching out. Think about driving that top back thigh up to try to keep it level to the torso. And come on out. Fantastic. Nice work. All right, next series, squatting. Got 3 rounds. We're going to squat for a minute. Recommend holding weights if you feel comfortable. So go ahead, warm up a couple squats as I'm speaking here. And then we'll grab your dumbbells or down to support our good old Renegade Rows. So elbows up on both sides, nice and neutral. Then we're going to come up, running high knees for 30 seconds or marching. And our fourth exercise is going to be a high pull with a weight or with a band, holding the hands right together. Think about you want to pull your elbows straight up towards the ceiling. So those of you here live, let's see everybody together. Hands up towards the collarbones, elbows nice and high. Good, one more time. Super. Sharon, let's see yours. Elbows high. All right, very good. Awesome job. So you can do it with a dumbbell, or it can also be done pretty easily with the band. I like to just stand on each end, and then I'll pull the band straight up from here. Okay. All right, 3 times through. We're gonna start in 20 seconds. You can hold one weight underneath your chin. You could hold one weight in each hand. You could also go unweighted on your first round. I'll let you know when we're at 30, and we'll go upwards of a minute. Set those feet just outside the hips, slight toe out. 2, 1, here we go. Roll through and breathe. Excellent job. There you go, good. Knees out. That's 20 seconds. Good, and Sharon, you do a great job on that squat depth. Just make sure you don't lose that tension at the bottom. Don't want to just sink. That's 30 seconds. So stay tight, stay tall. You want to shorten the intervals a little bit. Go ahead and rest now. Otherwise, 20 seconds left to make it that full minute of squats. Woo! Very good. Maybe one more, sinking back, standing tall, and take a rest. Super, we're headed to the floor. Renegade Rows. This one will also be a full minute. And again, I'll try to tell you at 30 and 45. Set the feet just outside the hips. And here we go. Chin in, elbow nice and high. Make sure whichever arm you're supporting through, you keep a little give in that elbow. So you don't want to hyperextend through the elbow. Hips as flat as you can. Level with the shoulders. We'd rather pike the hips up than drop the hips down. Good, we're coming up on 30. Woo, that's our halfway. Anytime you need, you can always also come down to the knees if you're on the toes. That will help take some of the challenge off the core, less likely to have any arch of the back, but still getting the benefit of that upper back strength. Good, we're in our final 15 seconds now. Keeping that focus. Coming up for our running high knees next. 2, 1, and make your way on up. All right. Standing tall, arms at the side, and here we go. Marching or lightly running in place. 30 seconds. Fantastic. And I like to change it up a little bit, so we'll go final 15 seconds. You can go a lateral step over or like a little skier hop here, side to side. Nice and relaxed through the feet. Beautiful, 10 seconds. 2, 1, rest there. High pulls are next, so either with your band or with a weight. If you're using the band, we'll go ahead and stand on either end, or both ends rather, standing tall. Remember, we're thinking about elbows high. Your hands are going to come right about the level of the collarbones, and you want those elbows high to the outside. Beautiful. Nice. Squeezing the glutes. Everything straight up and down. 10 seconds. Last one. And let's take a short rest. We'll take 20 seconds. Grab a drink, weave back to our squats. All right, getting ready to go. Round 2 of 3. Set those feet just outside the hips, just a gentle toe out, and check in with your feet. Make sure they're fairly even side to side. 2, 1, and begin. Control into the bottom. Good. And think about, Gene, a little bit more. Send those elbows up and forward as you lower. Now you've got that jug of water you're holding there, a little awkward. That's better. Nice. Looks great, Kathy. Good. Nice, smooth rhythm. There's our 30-second mark. Excellent work. All right, that's 45. I'm going to pause there. You're welcome to keep going for another 15. I'll keep an eye on your time. Great job, Sharon. Maybe one more. Good control. And rest and rotate. Excellent job. Coming down for those renegades or plank rows. So maybe you just have one weight to work with. You can have it right between the hands. Make a nice wide handprint. Set the feet just outside the hips. And then when you're ready with one weight, I'd row it up, set it down between the hands, and then switch sides. Wide handprint. Good. Lots of midline work today. And the legs. We almost always give some kind of attention to that mid back. Whew. Coming up on 30 seconds in. There's our halfway. Anytime you need to take a pause as well, you can just come onto your knees, shake it out, and then come back in when you're ready. Looks great. Good. Better position of the hips there, Sharon. Nice, Kathy. Good high elbow position. There you go, Jean. 10 seconds. Strong support as you push that palm down. 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Rest as you transition back up to your feet. All right, we'll start with the rebounding this time and go into those high knees. So give you another second or so, make your way on up, standing tall. So again, either the lateral step over or rebounding jumps. Here we go. And just notice if you are hopping, I'm light on my ankles, so I'm not high on the toes throughout. I have a little spring. So the heels relax down and just nice and soft. Good. And final 15 seconds. Knees up. Woo! Good job. High pulls coming up next. 3, 2, 1, transition. Grab your band or grab your weight. Turn the toes forward, chest tall, and when you're ready, elbows high. Excellent. Smooth upward pull. It's like, when do we utilize this? Get on the airplane, go to put your bag in the overhead compartment. You'll be like, oh yeah, high pull. Usually with a little bit of help from the hips, if you pack like I do anyway. Chin in. 1 or 2 more. Squeeze the glutes as you pull high. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. We'll take 20 seconds. We'll be into our final round of squats. Now remember, we're working for a full minute on those squats. If you need a little bit more rest, just join us when you're ready. You can stick with the weights, or you can go unweighted this time. Getting ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and third and final set. Last challenge on the legs today. We've got some midline work to finish in our third series. So if you want to push the pace a little bit, feel free. Fantastic. Coming up on that 30-second mark. Good depth, Jean. There's halfway, or 30 seconds might be your full one. Woo! Keep pushing those elbows up and forward as you lower. You don't want the elbows hitting your thighs in the bottom. 45 seconds done. Good. Stay strong all the way to the finish now. 2, 1, and transition. Taking it down for the rows. One weight or two weights. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Chin in, looking straight between the hands. And feel that midline contract to shift the weight from one arm to the other. Show control through that row, pulling it up, controlling it back to the floor. Try to exhale as you pull it up and in. Wonderful, that's halfway in to that full minute, 30 seconds. Sharon, see if you can bring your hips a little bit lower. There you go, perfect. You too, Kathy, if you can shift your weight forward just a hair. Looks good, Jean. Awesome work. Over 45 seconds done, 15 left. Good, staying balanced, staying tight. And 2, 1, all done there. Good work. Last stretch of blood flow. Coming back up to your feet. We'll do the same as last time. Rebounding or lateral steps first, ending with the high knees. Eyes up. 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and soft. There you go. Good. Maybe a couple more. Really good for our lymphatic system. Just keep all that lymph moving through the body. And high knees, either stationary or feel free to run around your space. Try to bring those shoulders back and down. Keep that chest tall. And 2, 1. Let's transition to the high pulls. Bands or weights. Walk the feet forward, standing tall, and when you're ready, straight up. Good. Focus on your abdomen as well, glutes, the movements through the upper body, but you can still activate and stabilize through the lower body. Chin in, head nice and neutral. Good, 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, and all done there. Woo! All right, nice work. Set it down. A round of applause. Got that main piece today. Let's grab some water, and we're gonna be headed to the ground soon. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and make your way on down. I'm gonna be doing 3 rounds of some midline work. I'm gonna be doing some bridge holds. If it bothers you to hold that bridge, you can also just do a normal glute bridge where you lower them up, bringing them down. Then we're gonna roll over onto our front side. We're gonna be doing a forearm plank, looking to reach one arm out as we hold. Then we'll be doing our hollow roll to plank. We've only done this once before. That's where we're in a hollow, pushing that low back into the floor, knees bent or straight. I recommend starting with them bent. Then you'll roll over, come to a plank, and then you roll back to that hollow, knees bent, low back pushing down, and then you would roll the other direction back to the plank. Okay, from that hollow roll, and we go back to the forearm plank, reaching the opposite arm up, and we finish with some sit-ups. 3 rounds. So if you're not quite sure, just follow along best you can. You'll pick it up as we go. All right, we're gonna start on our backs with that bridge. So come on down. And let's just go ahead and just take a quick moment. We haven't done a lot of stretching for that low back. So hug your legs in towards your chest, rock yourself side to side. Anytime you need any relief for the low back, feel free to come back to this position. Otherwise, we're gonna get ready to begin. Feet flat on the ground, about hip width apart. And when you're ready, pull the shoulders back. You're gonna lift the hips up, and we're gonna try to interlace the hands underneath the body. Pulling those shoulders back, chin to the chest. Holding this for about 30. Think about lengthening through the spine as you hold, chin in towards the chest. 10 seconds left. Pulling the shoulders under your body. 2, 1, and gradually come on down. Lowering yourself down and rolling onto the front side. Forearm plank is next. You're gonna be on your forearms just as it sounds. When you're ready, we'll come on up. And then here, you can take your left arm. You're gonna reach straight out. You can hold it throughout, or you can bring it down and reach it out. Palm down towards the ground. Nice. Good. Keeping those hips level to the shoulders. Almost a 30. 2, 1, and rest. Rolling back onto your back. Next is when we're going to do that hollow body roll over to the plank. So I'm going to recommend knees bent. Reach those arms straight up. So first you'll push that low back down, establish that hollow body. And then when you're ready, roll to one side. Come back onto those forearms. Excellent. And then you just simply roll it back onto your back. Reestablish that hollow body, chin in, low back pushes into the floor, and then roll to the opposite side. And that's your pattern. Strong hollow body, establish that position, and roll on over. Nice. Not letting that low back arch, really key on that hollow. Pulling it in, think about making your body into a canoe. And 2, 1, and rest. Good. Coming back to the forearms. And we're gonna reach now your right arm up and forward. Forearms down. Set the feet about hip width apart. 2, 1, here we go. So your right arm this time, reaching out, palm down. You can either hold it the whole time, or I like to kind of reach and then give myself a break. Reach it out and then give a break. Woo. Excellent. Some of you are doing already, making that adjustment. If you don't feel good to reach that arm, just hold that stationary plank. 2, 1, and rest. Take it onto your back. Last exercise of the circuit, sit-ups. Good. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Remember, on our sit-ups, we're gonna sit tall now, sitting straight up out of the sit bones. Gradually roll back, reach those arms to overhead. Drive the arms, sit tall. Good. Back and up. Super. Good. Another 15 seconds. Then we're going to stretch the low back for about 30 seconds, and then we'll take it into our second of 3 rounds. Good mechanics as you sit tall. Training that posture. Shoulders back and down. 3, 2, 1, and take a break. Excellent. Either double knee to chest, or you can go into 2 knee twists. So legs together, bring both legs to one side, look over the other shoulder. And up and across, same thing other way. All right, about 10 seconds. Be going back into that bridge pose. Holding that position in the bridge, or again, if that doesn't feel good on the low back, just pulse the hips up and down like a regular glute bridge exercise. Otherwise, roll those shoulders underneath your body. 3, 2, 1, come on up. Driving through the heels. Interlacing the hands underneath your body, best as able. Pulling the chin to the chest. Keep squeezing those glutes, lengthening the low back at the same time, and drive your thighs out. Good, less than 10. 2, 1, and rest. Gradually come on down. Feel free if you want to hug those legs in for a moment, and then we're coming to the front side. Forearm plank, left arm reaches. All righty, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Reaching straight out. Excellent. And instead of going 3 rounds here today, folks, we're going to go 2 rounds on this core work. We got a lot of core work in today. And I want to make sure we have time for a real nice cool down stretch at the end. So stay focused is our last time on each of these exercises. 2, 1, and rotate. Hollow body to forearm plank. Now this is the one that's easy to cheat on where you let the back arch. So keep those knees bent. When you're ready, you're gonna lift the upper body, make your body into like a little canoe, roll to one side, up onto the forearms, and then come on back. Low back pushes down, and then you'll take it to the other side. Yep. Just quickly establishing that hollow, and then roll. Looks great. Alternating sides. Super. Maybe one more each side. Woo! Feeling that burn. And 3, 2, 1, and rest for a second. Making your way back to the forearm plank. This will be our final time. This time reaching your right arm out. All right, establish those forearms right underneath the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lifting up. If you want to reach the arm, you'll reach your right arm. Breathe. Good, halfway. Keep holding strong, lifting everything up and in. Woo. And 2, 1, and transition onto your back. We're gonna do a full minute of sit-ups to finish. Reach those arms overhead, and whenever you get there, you can begin. Drive those arms, sit straight up out of your sit bones. Reach the hands towards your feet. Back, up, sit tall. Nice, great posture, Kathy. Good. And similar as we do that hollow body, when you feel that low back push into the ground, you want to be doing the same thing on that sit up. As I drive up, I feel my belly button kind of pull in. As I lower back down, I try to pull the belly in, kind of lower one segment at a time. It's harder to lower than to sit. We're over halfway. Excellent. Woo. Good. Add the arms, sit quick, sit tall. Nice. 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, and everybody take a break. Nice work. All right, let's go ahead and lay on your stomachs. We'll do a couple press-ups, kind of open up the front side of the abdomen. So you'll lengthen the legs behind you. Bring the hands at your shoulders as if you're going to do some push-ups. And you can turn the bottoms of the feet up towards the sky. Hands at the shoulders. Engage the glutes as you lengthen through the spine, lifting on up. You determine how high up feels appropriate for your body. Lower down, lower up, turning your head up towards the sky. Go between 3 and 5 here. Controlling down and lengthen, lifting up. As you finish that, we're going to open up the chest and a little bit of the hip flexors with some scorpions. You're going to bring your arms out to the side. Let's start with your right arm. You're going to curl those fingers out to the side as far as you can reach. Then take your left leg, engage the glute as you lift it up, bending at the knee and bringing it behind you. Use your left hand kind of here at the shoulder as if you're doing a push-up. Just give a little bit of a push into that position. Keep squeezing the glute of that that leg that's bending back. No arching the low back. And then when you're ready, same thing other side. Come back to the chest. Left hand this time, curl those fingers out. And then gently start to roll towards that side. Bending the knee of your right leg. Squeeze the glute as you reach that right thigh back. Breathing here for a couple of breaths, and then we'll do that one more time each way. Back to your first side. Curl the hand out first. Open through that chest as you roll across. And second time, second side. Good. Once you finish there, let's take it back into child's position. Big toes come together, divide those knees, reach those arms straight out, and gently lower back. On the inhale, expanding through the ribs. On the exhale, just gently lowering towards your mat. A few more breaths. Good. When you finish that, let's come on to all fours. A few cycles of some cat-cows. Exhaling as you round, chin in towards the chest, pushing through those shoulder blades. And then inhale as you lift. Gently arch, pull the shoulders back and down. Very good. All right, a couple more cycles here. Nice. And then thread the needle with the shoulders. So let's take your left hand, you're going to turn the palm up, thread it underneath that right shoulder. Keep your hips as square as you can as you lower that arm towards the ground. And you can take your non-stretching hand and kind of walk it over the head a bit. Especially if the sun is in your eyes, close those eyes. Just focus on your breathing. And those hips tend to kind of sink towards one side. So keep those hips as square as you can. Anywhere between 3 to 5 cycles of breathing. And then when you're ready, we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Next breath, if you haven't switched already, let's make our way towards the opposite side. Palm down or palm up, sliding through, nice and gradual here. Very good. Finish that out, come back up, and we're gonna go our little flow of down dog, pigeon, seated twist, for those of you that have gone through it before. So first thing first, into down dog, wide handprint, turn those toes back under, drive those hips nice and high, chin towards the chest, pushing the heart towards the thighs. And then let's start with your left leg will come forward, and we're gonna extend it nice and high before we take it forward. So take your left leg, reach that foot up towards the sky, squeeze the glute as you extend, and then glide it forward. Square those hips and shoulders best you can. So we're gonna spend about 30 seconds in this pigeon position. Keeping a little bit of engagement through the hips. Sometimes I see people just kind of drop into it. See where your body wants to gently open. Want to come down low, you can. 10 more seconds here. Good. And when you're ready, you're going to come back up, sit onto your hip of your left leg, and bring that right leg around for seated twist. Step nice and tall, hugging the leg in. Very good. You can take your right hand, curl it behind you. You want to work that elbow on the knee. Spend about another 15 seconds here. As you breathe in, think about trying to lengthen, sit as tall as you can, and then as you exhale, keep that length and gently go a little bit more into that twist. When you're ready, make your way on out and back into down dog. So pay attention, this should be your right leg that you're hugging forward. That's going to be the next one that comes back. All right, make sure you give a little bit of attention to the calves this time, walking those heels out. Good, and when you're ready, right leg, reach it up, stretch it back, engage those glutes, and glide it forward for pigeon. Spend 30 here. Shifting side to side. If you want to come forward, come a little bit lower, you can. Another 20 seconds. Using your breath to kind of relax the body. When you're ready, sitting onto that right hip and swinging that back leg around, seated twist. Sit tall, hug it in. Good. Left arm reaches behind you, curl those fingers around, work that elbow. Turn the head as well, trying to look over that shoulder as far as you can. And unwind from there. Beautiful job. Final stretch. We're gonna just open up those inner thighs to finish. So you're gonna come back to all fours. And when you're ready, we'll take the left thigh, we'll kick it straight out to the side. You can take your left arm, just kind of reach across the midline of your body, and then we'll sink the hips back towards the heel, lowering that head down. Coming on forward, coming on back, 3 to 5 times each side. Breathe in as you rock forward and gently exhale as you lower back. Very good. Switch legs when you're ready. And your right leg out this time, taking the right hand, reaching across the left side of the body, and then lower down from there. Breathe in, rock forward, and exhale, rock back. Nice. Very good. And final position. If you want to maybe finish up in a little bit of a child's position, if you want to roll on your back for happy baby. If you do choose child's, let's give a little variation. We'll go palms up this time, bringing your pinky fingers together, and then lowering those hips back from here. Just take as long as you need, as long as you like. As always, I always invite you to finish on your back, taking a little bit of time to yourself before you move into whatever you have next for your day. Thanks for those of you that were here live. Always fun to see you. And we'll see you back again on Thursday.